And we're live with one more episode for the night. Why? Because I want to know what's going on tomorrow. If you don't, then go. You can probably catch this tomorrow, anyways. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel. Jesus. First card to fall out is the Chariot. Mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. Please stop. I am your messenger of God, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post to my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. We finished up with a teaching about Christ not too long ago, like an hour ago. And I just wanted to check the cards for tomorrow's energy. We got the Moon Day energy. So we started with the Chariot, which is they call this movement. People like to see this card as a card of movement, but that's not how I know this card. And after I read it to you, you'll understand. Second card, please. Oh, come on. Well, I guess that aligns with a fucking Monday. Oh, Lord have mercy. Realistically, yeah. Why do they see it as that? It talks about it, but it talks about what actions you're taking. It's a card about action, but it talks more about where the action's coming from. I guess we should say. Realistically, yeah. I'm gonna keep shuffling until we get this third card, and then we'll just wrap this all up. The second card would be the spiritual work at hand, which is our heartbreak, betrayals, and shit. Oh God. I can't think of anything I've experienced recently, so we're gonna have to dig up old fucking heartbreak to deal with, or it will surface. Typically on a Monday, and after a full moon, it's probably still pretty raw. All right, what's the outcome? Oh, god damn. Maybe we shouldn't have checked the cards. Oh, man. The Tower is just a revelation. It just means your reality comes crashing down. I like to keep that close in mind at all times. Realistically, yeah. No, that's not my picture. But that is my hat and my freaking my veil and everything else. No, it's a reminder. Why does it come crashing down? I don't know. If it was one after the other, it would be a little bit worse. I guess once you face your heartbreak, it shifts your reality for sure. Those are good cards, though. Those are very intense cards. Wow. Damn. Really? Sometimes. As a tarot reader, you can sit there and pretend like not to see what you see. What do you guys see? I see an intense Monday. At least I have nothing really planned. But I mean, something's coming. That's what that fucking first card says, is something's coming. Really? Or we're taking action in something. Hopefully not heartache. What the fuck is going on? All right, the Chariot card represents the vehicle you drive through this mortal life. The reins are in your hands, and only you decide where to go. You have the free will to follow the path and be happy, carry a career off it, crash and sit where you are and complain that life is passing you by. Your success and failure is determined by the choices you make, and only when you accept this will you have the strength to overcome the obstacles you face in your journey. The horses of the Chariot symbolize duality, two opposites standing side by side, but balanced and pulling in the same direction. So that's me. Let me give you the card a little bit better. There you go. That's where you have my dark side and my light side working together to get shit done. Where my dark side isn't pulling, which is the shadow part of me, isn't running away from this. And it's also not making me run into things that are not necessary. And the light side is trying to guide the dark side. Realistically, yeah. And that's where your heart is always trying to guide your mind. Okay. let's say they represent each of the inner conflicting opposites that pull you one way and the other without you being aware of why you don't feel in control of your own fate. The charioteer is constantly balancing them to drive them forward according to his will. And that's really what it is like trying to get this across. The mind can't hear the heart. The heart can hear the mind. You're stuck in the middle of all this. The callings come from your heart, which is the universe, and then you're listening to your mind. That's the soul's, the charioteer, where you have to guide this realistically. Now, you've got to understand that you can't always just follow the light. As I look at this, it's like my heart wants to go towards some things, but I have to understand that my darkness holds me back. There's no way I can get this horse to go near Bobby. This horse, I cannot drag this dead horse to that water. It will not drink. It will not drink from there. Realistically, some things, bro, some things are immovable inside of you. Some things you just can't force yourself to do. And that's reasoning. You have your reasons. And it has to be, you know what I mean? It's like, God, this isn't impossible, but you understand that this just is a constant battle that's unnecessary. Really? Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go in here. You will have the power to, what does it say? Take a good look at who you are, what you believe, and where you're going. Harness your will and awareness so that you can move forward consciously instead of repeating the same unthinking patterns, which is just doing whatever your mind tells you. You will have the power to achieve something extraordinary if you do. The Chariot is an ultimate card of action. You can overcome all difficulties as long as you keep moving forward. Be sure you know what it is you really want, though. You may be forcing your way along the wrong path, meaning your mind is just telling you this is what you need to do, and this is not what you want to do, and it doesn't lead anywhere, but you're just keeping up, face. Reverse meaning, you're overwhelmed by obstacles and problems, and you feel that you have no control over your life. You're wasting your energy in anger, railing against fate, life, and other people. Such aggression is not strength but weakness. Channel that emotion into determination. Take control again and steer your own course. Only you can do it. If you're this out of control, you need to stop. You need to hit the emergency shutoff valve. Really? You can't. If you've burnt out, you're burnt out, bro. And if you're burnt. People will even tell you, bro, you're burnt. Seriously, if you're burnt out, bro, you need to just hit the all stop button until you can diagnose what the real problem is, because you're not going to be able to function well in any area if you're this out of control. If you feel like you're out of control and you don't have any control of your life, you're just doing shit, you're just pushing it, forcing it to go through life to fulfill your responsibilities and all that bullshit. Yeah, that's going to get you into it. That's a crash course for sure. The Three of Swords is just such a pain in the ass card, but we have to deal with it regularly. Really? Yeah, we have a lot of heartache. And so it's like, at the moment, do I feel any? No, but if I start focusing, we can find something we're hurt about. Oh, God. Do you ever really want to ask, though? Because what happens is all you do is bring up the hurt just to get angry. That's what happens with me. The second I think about what I'm hurt about, you're not going to hear me cry. I'm going to get pissed off. Oh, you're pissing me off with this bullshit. Realistically, yeah. Your world has suddenly been turned upside down. You have metaphorically been stabbed through the heart, betrayed by a lover, friend, or business partner. This leaves you shocked, devastated, and in a world of pain. Don't despair. Things couldn't go on forever as they were. This ending is necessary, and in order for you to move forward. Well, I mean, as we say this, it's a realization, and that's where I said something in my community page today. So many of you are caught up in this idea that you've already met the love of your life and it's fucked up and you're never going to meet anyone like that, and you're going to be sad about it for the rest of your life or spend the rest of your life trying to get that same person back. Is that you? Do you believe it doesn't get any better than that person? then I think you have a warped memory, bro. Because if it was so good, then why did it end? You don't believe in second chances, or you only want to be with that person. You have an unhealthy attachment to the past. Realistically, I can't say that Bobby's the love of my life. I can just honestly tell you he was the first love that I experienced in this life. That doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Especially when we look at this, how everybody just falls in and out of love with people. I'm just saying, you can go base that, like I could say that, I never felt like this before for anyone. So you must be the love of my life. And I've got to dedicate this whole life to make this work because I've never felt like this before. I'm going to try, but if it doesn't work, then I'm going to take my great feelings and go on with my happy way because you're ruining these great feelings. I have all great feelings until I actually try to work something out and you destroy these feelings with your own actions and words. And that's what it is. It's like, I don't know who you are, you know what I mean, that thinks that, you've already peaked, like that was the best of it. And that it's all downhill. And that could be to any of you in whatever age. Kim Kardashian, did you find the love of your life yet? Are you giving up? Your choices are going to make it a little bit more difficult, as we said. Now you got to take 6 kids into that, into that man. Now you need an even stronger man than you ever needed before. But going back to that, she gives up, or she just has a side piece like the rest of us. I don't need someone to be that man. I just need someone that makes me feel good. You're denying yourself a good man just because of you got to play, you know what I mean? This role play, I suppose. Realistically, yeah. I just want to point that out to you guys. Like, it can be devastating if you think that God doesn't have something good for you. And that was as good as it gets. And you're just trying to get back to what you think is good. Was it really that good? Or you're just haven't experienced anything better yet? And that's because you're too busy focused on the shit that didn't work in your life. How many lovers have betrayed you? How many friends have betrayed you? How many business partners have betrayed you? Are you stuck on all of that? Oh, let's go, Mike Stud. How are you feeling about your little business partner that completely betrayed you with your lover and who was your friend? How do you feel about all this? Are you still pretty sour about it? Or you just ran and got you a new business partner and a new friend and a new lover? You just replaced the old so that you didn't mourn what it was. But you replaced it with what you lost. You wanted the same lover to replace that last lover. You wanted the same kind of friend to replace that last friend. You want the same kind of business partner to replace it. You didn't learn your lesson. So therefore, enjoy your blessing. This leaves you shocked, devastated, and in a world of pain. Don't despair. Things could not go on forever as they were. This ending is necessary in order for you to move forward. Don't feed yourself the poison of resentment every day. It won't harm the person who hurt you. Going back to like my punk ass husband, I'm a little justified as time goes by because first off, bitch, you ain't never gonna do no better than me. I mean, I was very true in saying that to both of my ex-husbands, and they never have and never will. They couldn't treat me any better, so why the fuck would I even care how they're gonna treat the next one? I seen your best. Your best was not good enough. Not for me and forever whoever wants that bullshit. Realistically, you don't like it, Russ. You hate me for this. You fucking hate me and you want to hurt me every day because of what you aren't. You were not ready to be the man I needed. You're not ready to be a man that most women need. You are just enough man for that little girl. And you fucking hate it. Going back to you, Wolfman, you fucking hate it, bro. Hey, bro. The shoe goes both ways. I can't be that fucking punk ass bitch that fucking, you know what I mean, that Bobby needs or that Russ needs or that fucking Allie needs. I can't meet your fucking needs, bro. This was never going to work. I would have fucking sacrificed everything I was in order to be what you needed. And you would have sacrificed nothing or tried for the rest of your life and never came close to what I needed. Hey, all's fair in love and war. Realistically, I'm not mad. Are you mad? You probably are. Because what? Because you believed you had more in you, or you believe that I'm needy and I'm not worthy of such things, or that you're better than what the fuck I say. Those are all your fucking beliefs, bro. What is that based on? Your ego? Your defense mechanism to not accepting the fucking truth? When I think about what Bobby needs for, from a woman, oh fuck, bro. Or Russ, oh fuck, bro. Fucking any of them. What you need from a therapist, let alone a fucking woman. You see me the same way too. You need too much. You're too high maintenance. Yep. We all need some maintaining. So, anyways, don't be resentful of the fact that they couldn't handle you. They mishandled you. Who? Your friends, your business partners, your lovers, people fumbled you. They didn't know what to do with you, so they just left you, neglected you, abandoned you, dropped you. Okay. And what are you going to do? Sit on the ground crying and screaming, hoping someone else will come pick you up? Get the fuck up. Really? Just kind of how I see it. And that's like, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not getting into your relationship issues. It won't harm the person who hurt you, but it will certainly damage you. Remember the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This was a fucked up ass experience. Did you have good sex? No. Was there good laughs? Did they cuddle? Was there anything good that came out of this bullshit? I got 4 kids. Really? Yeah, they're pretty great. Moving on. Reverse meaning. You have been badly hurt, losing someone or something that you love. The path to healing can be hard and slow, but it has begun and will be easier if you look forward to the future. The only reason you leave a person is because you know they're not treating you right, in the hopes that someone will. Why did I do what I did with him? In the hopes that someone will treat me better than him? That I believe that I deserve to be treated better than what he was doing with me. So I had to leave the man I love alone so that I can love another man that I believe and hope will do better by me than this one. Why did you leave your exes? Because they weren't right. Or did you believe you were going to find someone better in some sorts? Okay, then. And I'm not wrong to say that. I don't know who your ex was, the last person you were messing with that you walked away from or that walked away from you. Why did he walk away from me? Because I keep demanding more from him and he can't give it to me. Why did I walk away from my husband? Because I kept demanding more from him and he couldn't give it to me. Why did I walk away from my first husband? Because I kept demanding more and he couldn't give it to me. Why will I walk away from you? Because I deserve more and you're not willing to give it to me, which I don't understand. I feel like I'm asking for the bare fucking minimum. Why did I walk away from Marshall? Because I wanted more and he couldn't give it to me. Why did I walk away from Russ? Why did I walk away from fucking Bobby? Why did I walk away from you guys? Because I needed more. And you fucking hate me for that because you couldn't give it to me? What's wrong with you? Not what's wrong with me. What's wrong with you? Why would you ask me to leave my wife? I'm a woman that deserves to be loved. What's wrong with you? Why don't you leave your wife instead of cheating on her? Coward. Sorry. Told you. I'm going to bring up this heartbreak and all I'm going to do is get angry. I left you because I wanted more. And as bad as that hurts you, you got to accept the truth. You were not enough for me. Russ hates me for that. You couldn't be the man I needed. You're not enough for me. You have all these problems that hold you back from being a strong man for me. Told him that in the beginning, and he wanted to go to war and show what kind of man he was. I told fucking Wolfman the same fucking thing. I never told Marshall he wasn't man enough for me. Just told him to man up. I told fucking Lewis and I told fucking Allie they weren't man enough for me. and it's for obvious fucking reasons. I hurt for having to move on, but I had to. I was depriving myself an opportunity by not getting it from you. That goes back to you, bitch ass. You're depriving yourself a good opportunity by not getting it from where you're at. And you hold up that law that you signed in that little courthouse. I broke mine. I broke the law. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. That was such a smooth entrance, bro. Way to bring the fucking love and light. Realistically, I mean, we don't want to break up with people. We fucking love them. I don't want to leave them, but we have to. Why? Because we have to, at one point, we love ourselves more. And that makes us selfish and self-centered. But they just try to make us feel bad because they couldn't meet our love language. You couldn't love me in the ways that I needed. And looking at what I am, why is that so devastating to your ego? I need more love than anybody, probably. Why? Because I've never been given love. But you just see me as a love factory. Oh, she can love me and she can make me this and this. You don't see what I need. You only see how I feel your needs, what I can do for you, not what you don't do for me. And that's why we're having some real serious talks about sexuality. I've been deprived sex my entire life, forced upon, but deprived good sex. I do not know this experience that you guys fucking chase every Friday night. I want that experience. I don't want every fucking sexual experience of mine to be fucking bunk, where I'm just sitting there like, I just gave myself for that. That is the only feeling I've ever known in my body. Is that I gave myself to a poor experience. I'm left there with a poor experience after it happens. That's another thing. You expect me to be a good ride, but I want a good ride. I've been denied so many great things trying to be a great partner for someone else that I've never experienced a good partner. And it offends you that I want one. I'm deserving of one, and how dare you deny me that? If you can't be it, get out of the way and at least, introduce a bitch to someone you think you could. Why can't I? You know what I mean? Fuck. I might not be your girl, but if I ever meet a girl that's good enough for you, I'll introduce you to her. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I might not date Allie, but if I know a really good girl, that would be great. I always tell Russ's sister she'd be great with Allie. Really? Yeah, they're just so soft and fucking sensitive and shit. She might play his mom's mind games on you for a minute, but I feel like you guys could be all right. Really? Yeah, and that's where you see the alignment. We never align, but, I got a friend that might be better for you. Realistically, and that's just being loving, understanding. I don't know. Face it how you want, but face it. Just face it. Let them go, bro. It's better to have loved and lost to have never loved at all. It felt great to feel love with someone because it gave me something to look forward to. But it doesn't mean if I look at the fact that this is the only person I feel this way with, then I've lost it. And I'll go crazy trying to get that back. No. Believe that you can have it again, and that this person isn't the source of it, but that it can be given again. Really? I'm just trying to help you get over some shit. Same way I get myself over it. The path to healing can be hard and slow, but it has begun, and it'll be easier if you look forward to the future instead of back into the past. Give yourself permission to forgive and release the hurt. If you suppress your feelings, you will not heal. I can't do that. I can't ever do that anyways. There's so much of my life that's forgotten, and as it comes to the surface, all I can do is regret it. I can't live in regrets. I could spend my whole life living in nothing but regrets, but I choose not to. I choose to believe in something better. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Marshall. And if it's true and he finally got out and started dating, then it worked. Even if he doesn't get married or anything, that's not my job. My job isn't to get you laid. It's not to do any of that shit. It's to inspire you to believe again in yourself and God and in other people. And if it was all a hoax and he was just actually on an amicable date with another female, that's still growth too. Going out in public, all of it's growth all the way around. You know, it takes a long time to rehabilitate a person that has been shut down for that long. And there's no limit on how long it'll take him to give women another chance. But it's not about giving women another chance. It's just giving himself another chance. And that's what it was about me. It wasn't about giving men a chance, giving myself a chance, because it was really, I hated myself for how I let men treat me. That's the unforgiveness. Because I don't let people get away with anything with me. But when it comes to my submission to the man I love, I let him get away with hell, as you can see. Why? Because it's just your heart. It just is very forgiving and it's very understanding, and it allows things to happen that your pride would never stand for. And it's only those closest that you let get away with such murder. You would never let a stranger treat you in such a way. So then you're very protective not to get too close to people because you know it's not them, it's you. You're over giving, you're over loving, you're over submissive. You're a people pleaser. You'll do too much for another person and you'll get severely taken advantage of. And when this happens to you your whole life, you tend to cut yourself off. Not because you don't love people, but because you hate yourself after being around people. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Well, you know what I mean? You go to the extent for them and you realize you have no control over yourself. It's not that you don't trust people. It's that you don't trust yourself around people because you can't say no. You can't be, you know what I mean? Realistically, yeah, and that's where you have to kind of, place your boundaries and start to understand yourself, protect yourself, but not cut yourself off. Marshall's a good guy all the time, and he's got to protect himself from people taking advantage of that. And so that's why he stays cut off. He doesn't hate people. He just doesn't want to get fucked over by people. And that's what it is he gets too close to people and they fuck him over. And so after time and time again, you're like, I'm not going to get close to anyone. I'm just going to stay near the ones that don't seem to fuck me over and go fuck the rest of everyone else. Like every time I go out there, I get fucked over by a new person. So you stop going out trying to make friends because they just keep disappointing you. But after a while, you just blame yourself. If it just keeps happening and the only constant is you, then you're constantly the problem. Really? Why doesn't Allie date? You want to answer that question for yourself, Allie? Because you're protecting yourself from what? From the last heartbreak that you can't get over? Do you believe God only made you one and it's done? You fucked this up. No more for you, Alligate. You will never have another girl on your dick. Was she even on your dick? Just saying. Just saying. Give yourself permission to forgive and release the hurt. Afterwards is what? The Tower. It's like, oh, does this get any better? No, it gets much worse. The Tower is just shattering. A lightning flash of truth breaks down the structure of lies in the Tower, meaning you've been blaming them and you've been hating them and you've been, you know what I mean, all this stuff. And now after you kind of like deal with this, you let it go. It's going to break down the structure. You've lived by this lie and this reality. You've told this story for so long that they were a bad person and they did this and then you played the victim and all of this stuff. When you finally let it go, you lose a part of you in this because you were, you told a narrative for a very long time. Really? Yeah. A shocking and painful revelation shatters false beliefs and institutions, leaving you devastated. Your world is in turmoil, and it'll never be the same again. This is a crisis that shakes you to the core, whether it is a divorce, a broken engagement, a betrayal, an enforced stripping of a mask you chose to wear, the failure of your business, a loss of your job, a death, a health problem, or the loss of a cherished idea or belief. I gotta be honest, Dre's passing is having a huge effect on me. It's not even someone I know, but I'm watching how it's affecting those. It was someone I knew, but not like a family member. It's like one person can have a huge effect on the world around you, and I'm watching it. Through him, I'm seeing, through his life and the passing of his life, I'm seeing something that I've never seen before. What is it? I'm not sure. I can't really tell you what it is, but I'm seeing it, and God keeps bringing it to me. He's not a friend of mine on Facebook, and I didn't like not one of his, one of them that I've seen yet. Why? Because they don't know me, but they just keep popping up. I mean, don't get me wrong, my DJ and my radio station and other places have shared it, but there's lots of other random ones. They're sharing it and sharing it. And there's something about seeing it. Like I read the post, but there's a feeling I get. I'm not sure what it is, but it's causing an enormous awakening within me. And I feel all kinds of ways because I reached out to him. I tried to reach out to him. I tried to tell him about the belief. I asked him if he wanted me to come pray for him. I almost feel like could I have intervened. No, because he wouldn't have believed in it, so it would have never worked. But there was this post where he went to Mexico to look for holistic healing. And during that time, I sent him some information and told him that's what I am as a spiritual healer. And I just, could I have made a difference, or he was bound and destined to die yesterday? And it's just, the whole thing is very awakening. It didn't have to be someone close to me, but just realizing how it is affecting everyone that was around me. I don't know. Death is something that I haven't been part of for a long time. It's something that I speak on, but I'm seeing it with new eyes. I'm seeing it in a spiritual perspective. There's my knowing of what death is and how it works. But then there's the skin. As your eyes perceive something, it sends information into your body, and I'm trying to understand the information that my body is trying to give me from what it sees is happening. So I can't fully put it in words. Really? It's heavy on the juice, bro. What is it? I'm seeing the shift of energy when an energy shifts and the effect it has after it's shifted. Again, I'm seeing things differently because obviously I'm awoken. So I haven't experienced death through this awakening, not with someone. My dad experienced it. I was with my dad and he lost someone. He said they were at the hospital and I tried to move in and tap into the soul. And I told him right away, she's dying. She's done. She's left this. The soul has left the body. And there was only that one incident that I've experienced this since then. People have left. Ozzy has left. Lots of people have left. But I'm watching it. I'm feeling it. I can feel it. What's happening. Really? Yeah. I don't feel their family. I could feel that easily if I put myself in her shoes and her children. And I felt that for a minute too. I felt their children. My father died, but he was a great man. I'm feeling a lot about it. It brings up a lot of feelings. When you witness things, when you watch a movie, it gives you feelings. When you see things happening in the world, I'm seeing this with new eyes. And it's giving me feelings. I can't tell you I have an opinion yet. I'm just taking it all in. That's all. I can tell you it's having an effect on me, but what will be the outcome? I'm not sure. I'm just processing what is happening in the matrix around me. And it has an effect. It's like, do you want to reach out to him? No, not in this place. Could I? Possibly, if we needed to. But I'm just kind of watching this whole thing from here. I'm not on the other side. I'm on this side, witnessing it. Anyways, take comfort in the fact that nothing built on false foundation could last. It is better to tear it down and start again. This is a wake-up call. When we refuse to see what is in front of us, we will cling to things, people, attitudes, or beliefs that block or damage us. The gods send the tower. You know, I've been saying this all day or all night. I drink this big ass soda. And I was like, dude, I think it's making me gassy. My chest has been hurting all night. And I never... Hold on a second. Hey! Shh. Shh. I was like, it never occurred to me that it was my heart chakra that was going off, that was causing all this gas. I drink lots of soda and it doesn't happen. But my chest has been on fire. Really? It is right now. Real bad. And as we were talking about heartbreak, I guess, you know what I mean? Your heart chakra is probably going through it. I didn't realize that. I just knew I had chest pain, but I didn't take it to the chakra. I blamed it on the soda. Really? I downed a whole, like, fucking 44 ounces of soda when I was sitting out in the car. And it came up and my chest hurt and I just kept burping. So I was like, I'm real gassy from that soda. It could be, but usually my chest doesn't hurt like this. And it's in the heart chakra. Really? Yeah. Just pointing that out. God sends the tower. It shakes you out of complacency and gives you an opportunity for growth you have been resisting. I'm getting a download. You can wallow in despair if you wish, or you can begin the transformational journey to the star. What's the star? There's the hope. You can sit there in despair, or you can look towards hope. The download I got is, when you're trying to make a relationship work that doesn't work in your head, it becomes discouraging. I want a relationship, but if I keep trying to want a relationship with someone that I can't have a relationship with, it's just impossible. I'll always be met with, you know what I mean, depression, anxiety, worry, and stress, because it's just not natural. I can't make this relationship work, even no matter how much I try to work it out in my head, right? So you just have to let it go. Understand there's no way you can make this work, but you want to make it work, but you can't. It's like I keep trying to paint this guy in my future, but no matter how many times, no matter which way I try to, I can't make it work. At what point are you going to realize this person isn't meant for your future? Now, granted, I originally wanted to live in a trailer and live in the woods, and I still want to do that as much as I can, but that was my thing, and I kept trying to put guys into that image. Which guy would live with me in the woods? Who could live in a trailer with me? Well, quite quickly, I was able to eliminate fucking 8 Mile ain't going back to the trailer park. And then you start working your way down and you realize they're not even going to... Would you sacrifice your dream because they wouldn't be part of it? It's something that brings me joy. It's all I want to do is be in a trailer in the woods. That's not their dream. They would probably ruin it. And that's where you realize. So I want you to understand, it's like you're trying to put things into your future that just don't belong. As I say that, I need to unhook my bra. Really? My chest is hurting real bad, bro. It was hurting earlier. I just didn't think much of it until I got these cards and realized where they're looking at a heartache right in front of me. And I'm like, my heart hurts. Okay. Sorry, that always feels better. On the spiritual path, the tower relates to the stripping of the ego, which still persists no matter how many times we feel we've dealt with it, a process which usually begins in the craft as the candidate progresses towards the second degree, when the gods may test his fitness of the candidate to the limit of their endurance. Welcome, Kobe Bryant. Really? The symbol of the second degree is the inverted pentacle. And that's what they were doing. They were testing me in those comments. Let's see if she's going to fucking go crazy. Just a little. just a little. The world turned upside down because it is often precisely what happens to the candidate. This indicates that the four physical elements, the earthly considerations such as position and ego, still dominate the spirit and the fifth element. The candidate will go through the dark night of the soul, during which everything is questioned, when the initiate's everyday life may be forcibly and painfully reshaped by the gods. As I say this, my chest hurts so bad. I'm like sitting here, I'm not even holding my chest, I'm like holding my boobs at this point. Really, it's a lot of pain going through my chest. Is it preparing, or is it just the pain that we already had? I'm not sure. I haven't been through anything yet, but it can indicate we're about to go through something when I'm saying this is tomorrow's cards. Anybody can stick a knife in our heart or in our back. It's just going to take some time to pull it out. If that's what we're facing, just get ready for it. Get ready for the letdown, bro. They let us down all the time. I've been let down by the whole world. You can't protect yourself from being let down. You can't hide from it. If they're going to stab you in the back, they're going to stab you in the back. You at least got to stand up straight. You can't have your head turned backwards, always watching your own back. You can't have a hard heart and not be kind just because you're trying to protect it from people stabbing you in the heart. Maybe someone's going to hurt us again tomorrow. But we're resilient and we will heal from this. I hate to think that somebody's going to come out and, you know what I mean, do some stupid shit. But, hey, bro, we got people that are hiding in the dark that have been waiting for the perfect day to jump on us. Really? There's always that person. It's just sad. It's like, I look at it and it's like, yeah, it could be coming, bro. We could wake up tomorrow and find out that we've been fucking totally betrayed again. And it shatters our world again. Mankind will let you down, but don't ever depend on them to lift you up. That's God's job. There might be someone that'll pick you up, but how many people have helped Jesus carry that cross? There's only one man in that story that got down and took a whipping to help him pick up that cross. I'd like to hope this isn't what's in our fate, but it's always a possibility that somebody's going to fuck us over. You never know. You can't protect yourself from it. Not being, you know what I mean? Not being, and no, you didn't see it coming. We don't see it coming. Why? We were blinded by what? Lies? The truth shall set us free. When this happens, we're free to go now. We don't have to take secret swords in the back anymore. It's one good sword to the back, bro. One good one is you're done. When you go to pull that one out, you'll see all the little ones they were shoving in your back behind you too. But at least you're set free. Really? I assure you that. It might be one that's so deep through your back that it pierces your heart. Just pointing this out. The candidate will go through a dark night of the soul, during which everything is questioned, when the initiate's everyday life might be forcibly and painfully shaped by the gods. The second degree candidate often seems to be regressing rather than progressing. While the process takes place, sadly, this is the flip side of people coming into their power. Unless it can be contained, a true second degree. See, it's moments in like this. I might think my boobs are small until I have to hold them. And I'm like, dude, I need another handful to grab some. Can you grab some of these, please? Really? I just feel like they hurt. I'm like, ugh, holding my chest. Sadly, this is the flip side of people coming into their power. Unless ego can be contained, a true second degree can destroy the candidate. I'm looking at Wolfman. Wolfman, she might accept you for what you are. And that's good enough for you. I don't know what your problem is. She doesn't have a problem with my girls. She doesn't have a problem with this. She doesn't. She's aligned with what you are. We don't align, my friend. I'm sorry that I tried to align you with something that didn't align with you, which is me. I tried to align with men that didn't align with me and then blame them that they couldn't align with me. That's not very kind. I apologize to all of you for that. But in my deepest heart, I really thought you could be that guy. On the surface, you really made me believe that we could be something. And despite all the differences, I tried to work it out. I guess it was never going to work out, though. And that's where you guys can look back and whatever you're dealing with and have the same empathy and understanding for yourself and whoever else you might have tried to force into this. You went to college and you got mad that your relationship didn't, your long distance relationship didn't work out. Come on, bro. Does that even sound like that was going to work out for? Who does that work out for? This was doomed to begin with. You cut yourself off from making college friends and lovers because you were trying to hold on to this friend through high school and make them your college friend and lover. But they didn't go to college with you. You're trying to put them in a position they're not, trying to hold them in a place they don't hold anymore. And this exact experience is made to make you grow apart, not grow closer. And after you grow up through college, will you still be the same person that they were in love with? Or they only love the high school you? And that goes back to it. Bobby loves Lisa, not Phoenix. And that's simplistic. It's like, I love Eminem, not Shady. Actually, I don't even think I love Eminem. I love Marshall. And because he has to be Eminem and he has to be Shady, I can't, the real man I love doesn't exist. Maybe I'm in love with something that isn't even real in you. Have you ever considered that? That all those good things I say about you and that I think you are, you're really not? I'm the only one that sees it. It's not real on the outside. Nobody else can vouch for this side of you. I'm just saying. My chest hurts so bad. This is just killing me. I'm going to have to pull out the heart chakra oil. Like, seriously, this is intense. Well, it is a Cancer moon. Holy moly. Let's see. The true initiate seeks to free the spirit from the chains of ego and the material realm so that the soul might pass freely through the universal doors and know what is unknowable in the normal course of life. The death of the ego is not a death of the self, but it's a birth. The reverse. Reverse the tower indicates that you know you need to go through a drastic change in your situation, beliefs, and attitudes, yet you're trying to pretend that all is well, keep plastering over the cracks. You're refusing to face the inevitable. Though it is difficult and even shocking, change is an essential part of the life's journey. If you want to achieve what you aspire to, let go of the illusion, no matter how painful it is, or you will face the same difficulties again and again until you do. Russ, this is for you. The next song, whatever it may be that you're going to release, because it is your pattern, the question is, are you going to attach this song to an album that you extended and finished last year? Or are you going to start a new project this year with your old pattern of putting out songs every month, week, bi-weekly, whatever? See what you're doing. You're not changing. You're taking your pattern and recreating your pattern in a different void. You're still patterned, my friend. You're going to come out and you're going to bring out your weekly song. The question is, are you still patterned to last year, where this is your extended version of Wild? So you're still living the last year's project. Or are you starting a new project doing the same shit you did last year, which is still recording music and putting it out? Mike Stud, you're going back on tour. Doing exactly what you've been doing since you were how old? Have you changed any of your patterns? Or you just think the name on the project changes the pattern? To my most successful musician, Marshall Mathers, who's been doing this the longest, are you going to repeat your pattern this year and call it a new project? Your pattern is your way of life. This is what you have done your entire life, is put out music to pay, to make your money. Are you going to repeat your pattern and call it a new project? Ouch. Huh. Well, I started with Russ, if that makes you feel any better. I picked on the easiest. All right, Wolfman, are you going to repeat your pattern of traveling with no intention and call it a new year and a new you and a new project? Jonica, are you going to put together new music and put it together and call it a new album with old music, with the old idea you started 2 years ago when you first started making music? Are you going to go back to an old idea and apply the same pressure that you put on yourself for the last 2 years to get the same results? Okay, for all of you, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Bobby, you going to work tomorrow for the same company you've been working for the last 2.5 years? Do you plan to have a better year this year? Okay. And because of that, your wife and your life and everything will get better. You keep repeating this pattern and things will get better. That's called insanity, my friend. How many of you are going to do that? How many of you are repeating last year's patterns this year already? You're applying the same shit that from last year, which means you learn nothing new. You have nothing new to apply to this year because you didn't break the old. You're not going to get anything new until you break the old. That's not how it works. Oh, well, I'll stop dating this one when God gives me a new girl. God's not giving you a girl when you have a girl, dumbass. God's not giving you new gifts until you cash in these ones. Realistically, you don't lose the gift. And at this point, I don't think you're very gifted or talented anymore. You've abused your gifts and talented to where you've squandered them and they're no longer useful. You're going to have to apply that somewhere else in a different area if you want to reinvent yourself. You're not reinventing yourself using the old patterns. You're still the same person, P. Diddy. Really? Diddy Love? All that other bullshit. Sean Puffy Combs? All that shit. He's still the same motherfucker. It's the same Project Ho. He's just giving you a fucking new project to call it by. Really? Let go of the illusion, no matter how painful it is, or you will face the same difficulties again and again until you do. Going back to Lewis. Lewis, you're going to jump in another car and hope for different fucking results? You figure if you just keep running around in a fast car, you're going to be a winner? That got you that far in life, but it's not. You're 40 years old. That mentality doesn't work. I guess this is when they typically get it, right? That's what Russ thinks. As long as I have a fast car, I'm winning in life. You guys get to a certain age in life and you think that if you buy a sports car, you're winning in life. I got a headache just thinking about all this. I had to grab my head. My tits stopped hurting and my head got heavy. My heart, it went from a heavy heart to a heavy head. Make me think too hard about this. I don't know. Hopefully we'll just be dealing with our own heartbreak and awakening to it, and we don't need any new heartbreak. If you're still repeating patterns, then you're gonna catch a new one. Realistically, you didn't learn from the last one? Well, here comes another one to teach you again what you haven't learned last time. Really? The tower, I haven't pulled the tower in a long time. So that's a very big shift in perception. It's a paradigm shift for sure. Heartache, that's usually what will make you do it. Are you driving yourself into heartache? Or are you driving yourself away from heartache? I have no idea. But the heartache is the center of the fucking problem. And it's only going to cause for a complete destruction of your life. When you let this go or you face it, it's going to destroy. If when you realize you're not happy, it's destructive and it's going to have effects on those around you. When you actually face your heart is unhappy, it calls for you to do something about it. Unless you're just going to sit there crying for a long, long time. That's part of it too. It hurts. That's why I could cry right there. It's like, oh God, I hope I don't relive that feeling. But I've done it before. I can do it again. That's it. I hope this doesn't happen again, but I can do it. If this is what's going to happen again, I can do it. You just got to know that you can deal with heartbreak. You can deal with betrayal. It's not like you want to become immune to it. You never become immune to that shit. It's shocking and it's painful every fucking time. And you want to do everything to avoid it. But you can't avoid it. People let you down and it hurts. That's all. And I hope that we don't have to be let down and hurt. But realistically, that's what I'm saying is maybe we just have to look at who's already, already spend a Monday reflecting on our own, who already let us down and how much it still hurts. Really? Something like that. It's like, I didn't realize this hurt me. You know what I mean? Having that talk with Russ, I never admitted how much it hurt. I didn't realize it hurt me. I couldn't feel it. I wouldn't let myself feel hurt about it, but it did hurt. And that's why I don't let myself feel shit for you. Because you hurt me, so I won't let you hurt me again. And that's really what it is. It's like, that changes reality when you have these real ass talks. You know what I mean? When I went to Bobby and said that, it's like, dude, I was in love with you. That changed his whole reality. I don't know, you know what I mean, what it did on his side, but it was true to me too. This changes my reality. I have to take this knowing and bring it into my real life. This is what's affecting me right now. I have to take this and understand this. I can't pretend like this isn't real and this is hurting me, these things. It's a lot. Tomorrow looks like a fucking fun one. If you're in tears tomorrow, that's okay. That's part of the process. If you're not, that's okay too. If you get to that point like me and you're just angry, that's okay too. But it's in the cards. So good luck. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye.